Do we
Oh
still
my
owe
God,
you
I was
money
so
for the
confused.
wine thing?
No, I was so confused because I thought that's what you're talking about. I'm like, this is kind of rude, Lisa, to be asking right in front of them. But we got rid of a wine cabinet we had in our house, and Lisa's neighbor's daughter took it, and she's asking if they paid me for it, and no, they didn't. I gave it away. I thought you told me to give it away for free. Oh, you thought I was just like, nope, time to pay up. I know, but then I've had a good heart, so yep.
You try selling it online first.
Yeah, I tried selling it, and I had 2 people I know reach out that were interested, and it kind of puts you in a bind because it's like, I don't need to sell it that bad. I could just give it away. One of them was Jack Powers, who is a listener, who I would have given it to.
Jack Powers is a listener?
I think so, right?
And he wanted to buy something that you were selling? Where did you post this and he found it?
First of all, I didn't realize when you post on Facebook Marketplace, everyone sees you post it. Because this wine rack came from my mom, my parents initially.
There was a girl from my high school that was posting like she's selling everything and anything. She was literally selling half a box of tampons. And it's just like, not for me, too big or something like that. And we're all like, what the fuck? Was like she's selling.
So you didn't realize that it actually like shows to your friends, not just like it's not just an anonymous Craigslist type thing.
Yeah, because I've sold a couch once, and no one commented or liked it or anything.
It was a bad post.
And this one, I'm getting likes and I'm getting messages.
Oh, that's
this wine rack.
Oh, teach us.
My sister said she saw it. My mom said she saw it.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. I don't like that. I don't like people seeing me sell stuff. I sell things on OfferUp.
Yeah. Yeah, you sold
a lot of stuff. I just sold behind me there was a dresser. We sold that. And the lady got it. It worked. It
looks so much better now.
It was in working order. And she messaged me like a week later. She said, "Hey, it's broken." I'm like, this is not my fucking problem.
Yeah, like you're going to return. What's your return policy on OfferUp?
The thing is so heavy. I was like, there's zero chance she's going to bring it back. So I don't really care.
Yeah. It's, I guess I do judge people that sell, because there are people I know that are selling like kids shoes for $5. I'm like, $5? What? The effort into selling something for $5.
Look, I get it. It seems ridiculous, but you feel worse throwing it out. And I don't want to go to the Goodwill to donate it. So it's like, if I'm going to do anything and respond with people, I'm going to get paid a little bit to do it.
You know what? Do you guys ever put clothes in the back of your car? I'd like to donate.
Oh yeah, and they sit there.
They sit there forever, and then
weeks.
And then you finally go to one of those like clothes collection dumpsters, and it's filled, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And you don't want to leave it out there. That's happened to me, and I just took it to a trash can and threw them away. I'm like, I tried. These are gone. Yeah. Who cares?
I did 2 weeks of service hours at Salvation Army when I got my.
For why?
Because I got in trouble with the police, and I remember I've told this a bunch, but they throw away half the stuff you give them anyways. So
yeah, that's what I figured.
I would say like they throw away like 4/5 of it. They just keep what's actually decent.
Kevin, you and me have that in common. We both did some time at Salvation Army.
What did they have you doing there? I was just moving hangers from left to right. Like
I did that. I did some I don't really recall what it was. I was breaking down some boxes, and I was working with some guy that was doing community service for some actual bad stuff, but he is stealing copper out of buildings. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I used to steal so much copper. I'm looking around this building right now, and I was like, all right. I got like 6 more hours. I just need to get the fuck out of here."
I had 2 good interactions there. One guy, when I was just moving hangers, like I was literally just moving hangers from like 10 feet to the left.
Is such a cool. It sounds so cool.
No, I was literally just hangers
moving supply.
No, it's like hangers hanging up on a rack, and I would just move from like 10 feet to the right.
I genuinely think that's what I was doing too. It was something it had to be mindless because they're not going to train you to do anything.
They offered me a job after I was done, but no. Anyways, what I was gonna say. One guy was telling me that he was telling me about how he would go to a bar and he would get drunk, and the cops would just wait for him outside the bar every time because they like knew he would be driving drunk. Like he had like,
and he still showed up.
He still had that. It's just like a routine. Just like he had like 10 DUIs.
Old reliable. They're like, I need to meet my quota. I'm just gonna head down to the bar. I know Bill's gonna be crawling out of here any second.
And then I was listening to another guy talk to some girl who was working there, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, man, I'm 35." The guy looked like he was 65. Claiming to be like 35. It was ridiculous. But Dennis, so you are moving some furniture around?
I just got rid of this wine rack because we actually got a dining room set from my parents. So all my furniture in my house is just from my parents. And so we had another cabinet that matches. So we had to get rid of this wine rack. So I tried to sell it for $250. I got no one. Wow.
So the wine rack you were selling for $250, and then you completely went all the way down to zero.
Yeah. Well, and I also didn't buy it, so I didn't really care as much.
So you sent me the topic moving furniture. You meant like wheeling and dealing furniture?
Oh, no, that's something completely different. That's a different thing.
Okay.
Oh.
I was going to say, this topic is so boring.
It's like, give us some passion behind it.
I forgot. I helped my grandma move over the weekend.
Okay, that's
and this is
way more interesting.
I was actually going to tell you, Kevin, I didn't have much topics this week, but I helped my grandma move, and while I was moving, I realized that this always happens on a move. You pack up the U-Haul, and then someone comes in and just completely judges how you packed it up. Mm-hmm. And
that's never happened to me.
Really?
No.
You must be the judger.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened to me either.
Oh yeah, no. Why? Maybe it's just because my dad. It was my dad.
Maybe it's just a family thing.
It's always my dad. So we were packing it up, and my one uncle was in there like organizing things. I'm like, he is gonna whatever he's doing, it's wrong, and so I'm not going to even. I'm just gonna move the stuff here and walk away and not try to organize it. But I always feel like there's someone that's.
What makes a good packing of a U-Haul?
I don't know now. I don't know for sure.
Great question.
Like, so I guess in my head, it's like you put all the heavy stuff in the closer to the driver.
Yeah, weight distribution
against the wall.
Yeah, heavy stuff against the wall.
All the big heavy stuff against the wall, and then you kind of fill it up, and by the end, you're just throwing stuff on top of it.
Did your kids climb up in the little loft?
No, they weren't there.
Oh, I love that little loft. I feel like
when I pack, right at the end, I just throw something in there, try to pull down the door really fast so it doesn't fall out.
Yeah. I feel like people overthink it, where I think you could just throw everything in there and be fine.
Yeah, I guess if you're really trying to jam pack it with everything you own and fill that thing to the brim, you have to be strategic. But most of the time, I can get I don't own anything, so
yeah, it was kind of sad because my grandpa passed away 2 years ago, and so my grandma was moving from that house to like not a senior living, but it's all 55 plus apartment complex, so basically senior living. But she had so much stuff that she didn't want to get rid of, but she's downsizing by like 1/4, and so she wanted to bring all the stuff. And then halfway through us packing, my aunt called and was like, "This apartment's so small. Stop at the dumpster on your way there. Throw some stuff out." And we're like,
my God.
We're like, we're not going to do that. Like, we're just going to bring it all. It all fit. So she was kind of right.
I'm a little surprised that this place is 55 up. I'm trying to imagine the 55-year-olds that live there.
I don't think there's any 55 years old. I think that's just the bottom of it.
Okay,
it's all single women.
But it's all cheap. It's so cheap. Yeah, because I remember I was looking for apartments.
No, it's not cheap. It's in Strongsville, actually. It's across from it's by South Park.
Okay.
It's
Well,
Oh
called
yeah, I
what?
know
Brew
that one.
Garden?
when I was looking for apartments, I remember I'd find specific ones. I'm like, holy shit, this is so cheap. And then all of a sudden you start clicking through the pictures and there's like the handicap railing in the shower and you're like, wait a second. What's going on here? And then you look and then it says 55 plus. I'm like, that's why it's such a good deal.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably because they just didn't have a lot of
What?
old people. They probably didn't have a lot of old people then. Now they got a lot of old people, so supply and demand.
That's true. What do you think a 2-bedroom apartment? It's probably like 700 square feet. What do you think that costs off of Howe Road in
Is it
Strongsville?
bigger or smaller than that apartment I lived in Lakewood, Dennis?
It's bigger than that. Imagine that, but add a bedroom to it.
Okay. 2-bedroom. Wow.
How many amenities? What amenities are we at?
Everything's included in the
Okay.
rent, and the amenities are there's a salon,
Hey.
there's a shuffleboard, which looks like it's never been used by anyone that's lived there. Yeah, that's it.
1850.
Yeah, I would guess 1650 just because I'm taking Owens
Okay.
and going a little smaller.
You guys are both low.
Oh,
It's
2200 was gonna be my original, but I was like, I don't know what it's in Strongsville.
it's
This is more than-
2,000.
I mean, you're probably paying an extra 1,000 just for the surveillance of making sure this person is okay and isn't like off their
Well,
rocker.
no, there's no nurse or anything there.
No, there's no.
No, it's independent living. There's a pool wire in her room, like if she falls.
pool wire.
Yeah, like you pull it.
You
and
pull it.
I
And you
think
go
it
right
calls the
into the.
police.
You go right to the pool.
Yeah, you pull it. It rings a bell downstairs to the bellhop, and they
brings
wheel you down to the pool.
That sounds sick.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
See that
that costs
the
$1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Pool.
That right there, that is worth it.
Do they have a pool though?
No, they
Oh.
don't. They drive you to one. They drive you to Strongsville Rack. You get to play in the pirate ship.
Okay. Let's continue. I don't know how to transition this because
I feel like it's a lot more fun to pod when you're holding the mic.
I know, but I got told I'm not allowed to.
Mine's
So I
not.
stopped
Is
doing
it?
it.
Is it
It's a
annoying?
lot more relaxed.
Yeah, it is.
You don't
I can lean
feel
back.
as it feels better.
All right, well,
Maybe
let me just get this out of the way because I want to talk about these two things. So I saw 2 comedy movies in the past 5 days.
don't give up any. Don't.
I'm
give
not gonna
any
take-
spoilers
okay.
for Friendship. Okay, thank you.
Friendship, no spoilers. And then Mountainhead, which I didn't have any expectations going into. And Dennis, you said Mountainhead is that new Max movie. It's by the guy who made Succession,
Yeah.
Jesse Armstrong. You said you saw bad things about it.
I saw bad reviews, and then my dad watched it, and he said he didn't like it. So that's what I heard about it.
That's pretty okay. That's pretty all encompassing.
Which movie? Which movie?
And I'm kind of exhausted. The trailer, I'm like, all right. He
For what
reminds me of
movie?
Aaron Sorkin. It's just like how the conversations are. And
yeah,
it's just unrealistic.
Oh, and what about you? What are your thoughts
What,
on it?
I just keep on asking what movie. I don't hear the response. What movie are you talking about?
Mountainhead.
Oh, I couldn't do. I got through probably like 35, 40 minutes of it.
Oh wow,
and
you've actually
it was
seen
just so. I just hate how they talk, and I don't know. There's nothing to it. Not a fan.
Well, for those who aren't familiar, it's this new movie on Max by the guy from Succession. So it's like that similar kind of feel and vibe and dialogue. But it's 4 of the richest guys in America in a remote cabin in Utah, just like hanging out and how they interact. And I was the same as you, Owen. I watched 30 minutes of it, and I was like, all right, I get it. This is kind of stupid. It reminds me of like a knockoff Succession. But then I went and finished it the next day, and I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing harder at this movie than I laughed at Friendship.
Interesting. I figured I needed to give it a little bit more time, but I just was not in the mood to do so.
I think when it gets they raise the stakes a little bit, and it gets hilarious. It kind of reminded me of the scene in Anora where they're trying to kill the girl or like kidnap the girl, and like it's all
Okay.
just chaotic and really funny dialogue and stressful. It was hilarious. It was funnier than Friendship. I'll say it.
I didn't think it was going to end up being a funny movie. I didn't know
I didn't
what
either.
the hell what it was. I think that's what it made it bad. It was like it was confusing on what the movie was supposed to be.
Is
Yeah.
it supposed to be funny, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean it's as funny in the same way Succession is supposed to be funny, but it just like Succession would maybe get a chuckle here and there, like from Cousin Greg or something. But this, I'm telling you, like a good laugh every 5 minutes. I was
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you like, I remember the pilot of Succession, and I would never think there's funny moments in the show like after a few seasons. So it probably just takes a while to get used to these characters, and then
I
you
think
kind of,
so. So
Yeah.
I would say if you're gonna watch it, I would say it's worth a watch. Give it the 45 minutes because it takes a little bit of warming up to, and it's not that long of a movie, which is great. But I just want to say this about Friendship without spoiling anything. Like your expectations for it are really high, 10 out of 10, right?
I never even seen a preview.
I didn't
don't.
either.
Oh, okay. Damn. I thought that you probably saw a preview, so you saw. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd are in it.
Yeah, I went in cold too. I just knew it was like an A24 movie. Paul Rudd, Tim Robinson. I saw one clip about the Ocean View dining pants. I don't know if you guys saw that. I won't ruin it for you.
See, that's
Okay,
I don't
okay.
even know that.
Dennis, you had something.
oh, I was gonna say I did watch the trailer, and it doesn't look like an LOL like comedy. It seems like it's more of a I don't know, almost not like a horror movie, but like mix
I
between
feel
that,
like I'm gonna like it.
uneasy. Is that
It is a comedy. It is funny.
Okay.
But it
All
also is uneasy. The last thing I'll say about it is it's almost like the Cable Guy. Similar to the Cable Guy.
okay? So like Stalker.
Just unhinged from the other perspective of
So
the
many
Cable Guy.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Oh, and I'm gonna stop. I'll shift topics. The other
Cable Guy.
Have you ever seen Cable Guy? That
I
movie's
never even
amazing.
seen Cable Guy, so
oh really?
That movie's
no
amazing.
spoilers. I want to watch it.
Cable Guy's an amazing movie. You should watch it. That'd be a good one to watch with the kids.
Okay.
You know
I'll
what's
give it a
funny?
go.
That's the second time I've done Cable Guy in 5 days because when my grandma was moving, they said Cable Guy needs to come still. I said Cable Guy. I haven't done that in 10 years. It's in my
all right.
arsenal now.
I'm doing George transitions today. George transitions.
Oh,
God damn. The other thing I wanted to talk about.
can I
have
ask you
guys-
something first?
Sure.
Is that a Masters hat? Like
Mm-hmm.
golf?
I already called him out
Yeah.
for it for not going.
I didn't
Yeah,
go.
you didn't go. I do like that hat though. It seems
I do too.
It's a good
very
hat.
classic. I feel like.
Yeah. American Needle is the brand.
Is that? Did your brother get you that?
Yes, he did.
Because he went.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, and I
could buy
told
one of those.
I told Dennis over the weekend that my brother Ryan went to the Masters. He bought a bunch of merch, stood in the line, paid for thousands of dollars worth of merchandise as gifts. Very bless his heart, very nice of him. He got me and my brother Matt two really nice crew neck sweatshirts or quarter zip sweatshirts, and he decided to go with medium for us both.
He's telling you something. I was just gonna say he got you the wrong size.
What
didn't he?
I haven't been a medium since I was 9th grade.
That is a crazy size though for you because you're not short. Or
Exactly.
anything.
Like I'm not.
Even if you lost all the weight and you were like $150, you still wouldn't fit in that.
No, it's an
Yeah, it wouldn't be
insane
long enough.
move.
Yeah.
It's an insane move to think that I was ever. He doesn't even wear a medium, and I'm double his size. I can't. I don't know if it's the brain damage, but I can't imagine what was going through his head when he got to the medium.
That's the telltale sign that you're like, oh shit, Ryan got me a medium.
Yeah, maybe there's
again.
just these little things that he can't quite.
he can't get sizes down. He's like, ever since I fell down, I just can't figure out the size thing.
Or he's a robot. No, you know how I always laugh because I look at clothes a lot online, and it'll always be the really skinny, handsome model, 6'2", wearing a medium.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, what?
Get
Does
the
it help
hell
me?
out of here.
That
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
help me?
I'm not 6'2". I'm not super skinny either, but I might fit in that, but I might not.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It throws me off even more. I need
Yeah.
schlub wearing medium.
Look at this bag of shit. He wears a medium.
Yeah, or just put like a guy wearing a double XL on there. That'll make me feel better.
Yeah.
It's just so big though, and you're like,
And
well, I can't.
he's doing the TC Tugger too, so you can't see his man boobs.
That's what I need to see. I'm like, well, that guy. Or no, what they should put is like 300 pounds wearing a large, and I'm like, ooh, that looks good on him.
Yeah.
Like,
if that looks good in a fat guy, then I could wear that.
but no, this hat is great. I love it. I've been wearing it like it actually sucks because it's so nice that I don't want to wear it all the time. Because a hat lasts me like, because I'm bald, like all the sweat marks and stuff lasts me like 2 months. A hat.
Can't you wash it?
It never is the same
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that either. Unless you hand wash it, but I don't think. I still feel like it'll ruin the structure of the hat.
Especially if this is a structured hat, we'll
Oh
definitely
yeah,
get fucked up.
there's probably cardboard in there that just fucks
Yeah.
it up.
I don't know if it's cardboard.
I don't
It's
know.
but-
definitely not
Imagine.
cardboard. You start sweating.
What makes
that
those
thing
hats
would-
so stiff at the top?
This one's not too bad though. This is like
cardboard,
kind
it's
of
plastic.
I'm not so sure it's plastic either.
I
It's
bet
de-
a lot of it's
more
cardboard.
plastic than it is cardboard. I'm telling you that right now. If
All
not,
right.
it's just
Let's
like
dissect a
nylon.
hat. Let's dissect a hat.
All right. Well, speaking of getting in shape or wearing clothes that fit you, have you guys heard of Hyrox? Hyrox.
No.
No,
Okay, so I heard about somebody doing a Hyrox.
Are they paying for us for sponsorship for this?
No, not yet, but I'm hoping I've had a few calls with them. Hyrox. So in my head, I heard somebody told me they were doing a Hyrox competition recently, and I had no picture of what it was in my head. I'm like, oh, Hyrox, like it's a mountain climbing thing, like they're climbing Hyrox. It's kind of like the new Tough Mudder, or it's almost like somebody decided to like make a marathon for CrossFit, and it's these things that people will go to, and you have to run. It's basically 10 segments. You run a meter, or run not a meter. What's a kilometer? What's like close to a mile? And then you have to like push a sled a bunch of times. And then you run another kilometer, and then you have to do like Romanian deadlifts or something. And I was just on the Instagram page, and it pissed me off so much how good a shape these people are. I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. I want to be in shape again, but I don't want to be these people. How do you find the balance?
That sounds fun to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you're getting tricked into working out, which I don't like.
Let me pull up a clip of it. You
Kevin,
guys,
you play so much basketball. Why don't you just play more basketball?
No, I've been working on my diet. That's the key.
Oh yeah.
Diet is key.
I'm gonna pull up Hyrox.
Not eating a lot is just key.
That is the key.
Not snacking.
I think you start. Yeah, if you get rid of those pops,
Oh, I did. I'm down to 1 or 2 a day.
that's good.
But
6 down to 1 and 2. That's really good.
I think you're gonna start to hear a lot of people talk about this Hyrox now. It's gonna be kind of the new CrossFit. Like everybody's doing it. It's just I want you
How
to
do you
keep it on your
spell
radar.
this?
Hyrox.
That's what I thought.
Oh, an X. I don't like that. I hate when people.
You have to make it.
CK
It's
with X.
it's a workout thing. There's no way you can put a CKS.
Extreme.
If you put a CKS, you're out of business in like
Yeah.
5 weeks.
I'm trying to think of why this pissed me off so much. I just
It pissed you off because you're out of shape, Kevin.
I know that's true. That's all it is.
And you're probably looking at those people like, this guy's a loser and he's in shape.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that
a
is
cool
true.
guy.
Look at what he's wearing. That would
No,
be
yeah.
my thing.
I
I hate what people are wearing half
What
the
should you
time,
be
so-
wearing while you're working out?
I did.
I don't know. Not dorky stuff. Not like those leg sleeves.
I agree with that, Owen. I think that's
not
part of it
like
too.
stupid like headband or like spandex tight cut off like
Kevin's
shirt.
a headband guy. You just he's
I'm
a
not,
headband guy.
I'm not
No.
a headband guy.
And also,
Yeah.
if he did wear one, I feel like it would make more sense because he's bald.
Yeah,
Well-
thank you.
Bald and out of shape. All right.
That was your nightmare, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm getting there. I'm getting back in shape.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll share this though. Let's share this clip. I was so relieved though because I was looking through all the Instagram photos and finally I got to one where a guy had a little bit of the love handles and I was like, yes, thank God for love handles. Hang on, let's watch this. I think you're right, Owen, too. I think it's the outfits. I think
Oh
it's
wow. Okay, yeah, these guys are jacked.
and there's
Yeah.
they're
This
all,
is like a real competition.
So those so far the outfits have been fine.
I think it's just
They're
the
just shirtless. These guys are hot.
This is how Owen likes his guys dressed. Okay, really short shorts and just totally jacked.
Yeah, I was gonna say no.
New
I
shirt.
just this will blend perfectly into my new topic. Is I hate anything other than like black shorts.
I
and
agree
just
with that
normal
too.
shoes, nothing that stands out too much.
I agree with that, Owen. Like when I go to these marathons and everybody's dressed like a fucking clown, neons and like it drives me crazy.
I agree.
And I think I just realized
Tank tops.
I think what pissed me off about Hyrox, other than the fact that I'm fat, is
Wait a second. That video was just a bunch of guys carrying a couple like kettlebells around.
At least when you go to a marathon, there's at least like a parody of like body types. If you go watch one of these Hyrox clips, it's all just fucking
Kevin, I think
jack dudes.
that looks like an actual competition. Like it doesn't look like it's a Tough Mudder where any like
no, it's
some
something that
suburban
everybody
girl
can
is
sign
doing
up.
it.
Well, you might have to like qualify or something.
Yeah,
for
all
it.
those guys were like in the best shape I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is guys that have done CrossFit for the last 15 years, and they're like, I need something more.
Yeah, it's like I've been training. This doesn't transfer to anything. So let's make some competition.
Kevin just thinks he's like, fuck these guys. They haven't done anything, and they're jacked. What the hell's going on?
You're absolutely right. They're not just in shape. They are all like 0% body fat.
Yeah. Wake up every day, work out, eat really well, work out later.
Like that's their full-time job is being in shape. These people don't have normal jobs.
Okay, you've put a lot of light on why it caught my attention. Yes, it's more than it's not just your average Tough Mudder person showing up. It's very intimidating. All right, let's go on to a composition that we are going to be having. We have our annual golf scramble coming up. Dennis saw me golf on Friday. We're ready, aren't we, Dennis?
Oh no.
Yeah, we both started bad, really bad.
I'll qualify myself. I have a problem where, I golfed 4 days straight because I was on that golf trip, and then I golfed on the Monday before.
Yeah, that was too much golf.
I was mentally exhausted, and I had like 1,000 swing tips going through my head because everybody there. And I'm open to the swing tips. Like people always be like, I know you don't want to hear from me. I'm like, no, tell me. But I was just by Friday, I was thinking about every single one of them, and I was just swinging so hard I couldn't even hit the ball. But I've reset. I actually listened to a really good book, a short book about golf that reset my entire mindset, and I'll share it with you before the end of the pod. But Dennis, you feel like you're ready?
Yeah, I mean, the first 3 holes I did like 7, 7, 7, like bad, and I realized I wasn't squatting enough. Like I wasn't bending my knees enough, and I was topping the ball. So I bent.
That's the worst part about golf. It's like it's just one little thing that you're like, why do I have to remember every fucking thing? Why can't it just be the same it always is?
And then you do that, and then some other part of your game just fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And then
you figure out how to hit a driver, then that screws up your chips because like you're doing that swing with your chips, and
yeah. Then I recovered. I got a few pars. So I think I'm ready. I think I just need to go to the driving range.
You got a few pars, like more than 2, 3 pars,
maybe
two. At least two.
Okay. At least 2, maybe 3.
Okay.
No, you were playing.
Kevin,
just fine.
You didn't get any.
No. This was an anomaly round. I was playing fine. I was.
Kevin golfed too much.
I overgolfed.
He had some decent shots, but I could. I was giving him advice at one point, and I'm like, I don't know. And I think it was just bend your knees more. That's what I'm doing now.
and
this worked for me. Clearly, it's your problem too.
Owen, how ready are you?
Oh, guys, I've been chipping in the front yard. I've been doing all right with that. So, like I said, I don't know if it was the first or second chip. I had my Birkenstock in the front yard, and I made it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm ready. I'm not going to hit any more.
You're doing them in the Birkenstocks?
Well, I had nothing else. I just needed something to aim at.
Oh, I thought you were wearing the Birkenstocks. Now I remember. Okay, you were chipping into the Birkenstock.
Yeah. And then the boys wanted to play jackpot, where I just hit chips at them, and then whoever got the ball. So
that is
made it entertaining. A lot of arguing, though, made it not fun. So I had to stop it. We've played 3 times, and every time Jack complains about it not being fair, even though he wins every single time by like a landslide.
Why is he complaining? when he's
That's
ahead.
just brothers do.
That's just life. And then Buddy will complain too. It just goes back and forth. But I haven't taken a full swing since probably last June.
Oh
No,
boy.
Are you serious?
I maybe went to the range in the winter. Guys, it's like riding a bike. I'll be fine. I'm gonna probably go to the range this weekend, then we're playing a practice round Friday. If I could just gauge how far I hit my clubs, that is half the battle for me. So
All right.
if I'm the irons guy, I just need to know how far I need to hit it, and we need to have a range finder. So make sure
I have a range
I
finder.
got one.
Okay.
Are you bringing your clubs?
Those are
Okay.
All right, so
You played
here's
a lot
what
better when you had your own clubs last year.
Well, the other time, it's like I said, if I use my dad's clubs, his old clubs, all I have to do is hit the range to know how far I hit them, because I hit mine far different than I'd hit the ones that he gave me. So.
Yeah.
All right. I listened to a book, an hour and a half book about golf by a golf psychologist on the way home from Cleveland on Sunday or Saturday. And I think this will reframe everything for you guys. There's two really great tips. He said, one, you should never try to fix your swing mid-round. You go into that round with whatever you've been practicing. Like, you don't want, he says, when you step up to that ball, the only thing you should be thinking about is your target and hitting the ball towards the target. Like, if you don't make contact on that first one, just go back to like what you don't try to like adjust your swing. Go back to your last range session, take a practice swing, what you've been doing, and just go back to that. Does that make sense to you, Dennis? Like,
but I feel like I'm only ever adjusting my swing if I'm like topping the ball every single time.
Yeah, and I think at that point you should probably adjust your swing.
Yeah, adjust. Yeah, like something like that.
Don't try something new, is what he's saying.
Don't
if you got a different plane on your swing, don't try to change that. Like,
don't
squatting a little bit, tightening your stance.
That's not like a swing issue. That's a mental issue. Yeah. Like, don't try to fix your grip, or don't try to adjust your swing path, or try to like, change your tempo or something. Like, play the round that you've been practicing. So like you topping the ball is not your normal round in it. So you weren't playing your round. You were just in your head there.
Yeah.
So you got back to it. So just make sure you, by the time you actually are swinging that ball, is just target, ball, hit it. That's it. Okay.
Sounds like we know what's going to be on the speaker this round. Just put the audiobook on and we'll be sailing to the finish line.
We haven't had a speaker yet.
I have got a good one.
The funny thing is, I brought mine fully charged, I thought. It got to I was giving Dennis shit for the year before where his died like the first hole. Mine dies by the second hole. So Kevin, like I said, they have USB plugs. So
are you sure? We were just there.
100%. I'm 100% sure that they do.
I don't.
So that way you can plug it in. They're there.
Oh, and I hear I just got your joke earlier about playing the audiobook while we're golfing. That's really funny. I do like that. We have Dr. Robert on, just full blast, walking us through the golf philosophy. Okay, so the second one, and this is way more applicable. First one was for me, because I always have a tendency to try to fix things, overcorrect. This one is, you should always go in with a conservative strategy, aggressive swing. So always, like, if you're in the woods and you play the best club you can hit, like, don't try to pull out your 3-wood and be a miracle. Always, like, you'd be better off taking your pitching wedge if you can hit confidently and blasting your pitching wedge, like play.
But is this good for a scramble?
It may not be. Well, it could be in the terms of
first shot it is.
Yeah.
Play conservative.
Yeah.
First shot. Second shot always for the
game. Yeah,
game.
like if one of us isn't hitting our driver that day, like figure out what club you're hitting, and that person goes first and hits their 7. I mean, this is such obvious
I think we need
advice.
On the day of the scramble, whoever's playing best that day should go first.
Shit, we have to drink. We saved our drinks for too early.
No.
So we have to drink.
No.
We have to drink.
Yeah, we were playing so much
on our way
better.
to the hole. We have to have just one.
We'll chug a beer.
We should also get
not shotgun. We don't need a shotgun one, Dennis. I know that's probably in your mind.
Chug one.
We should do it another round type situation where we have a breathalyzer and we try to maintain the perfect ABV that we're playing at. And so if you get too high, and then we could obviously, once you get to hole 16, you can turn that off. But like the breathalyzer maintenance constantly. And I'm not saying you got to keep it low. I'm saying you just got to keep it at that good point.
Can't go below a point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do we have the scorecard from last year?
Huh? No.
Why
It
would
would be interesting to see where we started
like
playing our best. What?
It was near the end for sure when we were all buzzed up.
So we got to get
we were liquored up. Yeah.
Yeah. Rick was there.
Somewhere after I almost got run over by a golf cart.
Okay. Yeah. We were playing. I think that's when we had nothing to lose. We walked into the game.
How do we walk
thinking that we were going to just take the win, but someone that won beat us by like 20 strokes.
How does somebody shoot like an under 18?
Dude, people that play all the time that shoot like in the 30s and 40s can easily shoot, I think 20 under, 18 under.
All right, we got to get to 10 under. And that's a win for me.
Dude, if we are under 5 under, that's a win.
Me too. I want 10. I want
think the best we've done is 1 under.
Maybe even, which is so pathetic in a scramble.
It's that first. I think didn't we bogey the first hole?
Yes,
that
year? Was the bogey. I think we started off bogey because it was that par 4 then a par 3,
and it's not a hard hole. It's not a hard hole.
No, the hole we started off on is actually really easy. It's pretty open if you get it past that bend.
I'd almost rather start the hard.
It's like a perfect hole for a slice hitter. Yeah. It's
Yeah, I agree. A hard hole is the best one. It's par 5
because everyone's doing bad on it, so it's like you can readjust. All right, I'm excited, but I do agree. I think I just we got to start drinking and forget all our problems.
I agree. Just hit the ball. Hit the ball.
I'll need to eat something before I go. And
okay, what are we talking here? What are you gonna eat?
Something light. I don't want to do anything that's gonna make my stomach all messed up. So, but I'm gonna be traveling, so that's what throws me off the most is the sleep, eating weird. So
yeah, because you're getting up and it's like 3 a.m. at home, but you do get up early.
That's the one thing that's a positive. I'm always up at 5 a.m. our time. So, but this starts at 9, and I think I have to be there at 7. So,
oh my god,
I know.
Has this classic? Has there been the same amount of people, or has there been less and less?
This is at least this year. There's a couple open foursomes. But I think this will probably be like what it sticks at, and we'll probably so if people do want to foursome, we have openings.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to 10 under.
10 under is a good goal.
I love how cocky we are. We have me and Dennis happy to shoot a 45. I'm happy to shoot a 50. Owen and George who don't golf, but we're still gonna get it. I think that's what makes it more fun because I know we can do it.
Yeah,
it's in there somewhere. If we all have a good day,
exactly.
Or at least if two of us have our best day, we're winning the thing.
Yeah,
that is true. I think that's very true. If George has his best day, I don't think we're winning though.
George is pretty good. George,
I know that's what I'm saying. George plays very good, consistent. I just think, I wonder what George's best day is.
We all just need to unlock one part of our game.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So, you got 2 people that we need irons and we need putting. Someone just needs to putt nonstop.
All right, I'll putt.
I can putt too. Let's go.
Putting's so fucking boring. I just want to get up and smack the ball.
Okay, next topic. So I've been running and go outside a lot, trying to get back into shape, and I've been wearing a lot of
back to the what is it, a Hyrox?
Hyrox, yeah. I'm signing up for this.
He wants to wear that medium shirt.
I'm signing up for this fucking Hyrox. I looked at the thing. I think I could do it. I'm not going to look good doing it. I'm not, but I could do whatever they're doing. I am a cocky person. I've been wearing a lot of no-show socks. Do you guys wear these? The no-show, like...
I used to, and then Sarah says that I can't wear those.
Why not?
Because they're so lame. She's like, those are, and then now I feel the same way. So you're saying like the really small ones?
Yeah, like the ones that are built for like Sperry's.
Yeah, and they do look ridiculous. If you take your shoes off, you have to take those socks off.
I ballerina.
You cannot be walking around a house anywhere with those on, especially in front of people.
It's like wearing a thong.
I agree with that. And they don't stay on your feet well, but I like them because I don't like anywhere in between the crew length and the. I like
agree.
either no
What
socks
is the
or crew
cool?
length.
What are the cool socks? Because I wear ankle socks, so they
Not
go like
those
right
aren't
above my
that.
ankle. What are the cool socks now?
I don't think ankle socks are ever gonna look cool. They're just not the
Yeah.
most flattering. They just don't make you.
No, they go above my ankle.
I don't think that ever is the look.
Crew,
So
like,
they're like
so
mid.
they
they're
have
like,
they have a medium. So there is like ankle socks. All right. So there's no shows. Then there's like ankles that you barely see them peeking out of the shoe
I don't have
sometimes.
those.
And all right, I know. Hold on.
Okay.
Then they have a really small profile one.
Yep.
And then they have like a medium profile.
Medium.
One.
That's what I have.
Those are potentially some of the worst.
Oh, fuck. I was so happy.
I knew that's what you wore.
This is
So that there is a step up that's just a little bit longer that I think look pretty good, and then you have your just normal crew socks that are high, and then of
I
course
have
you got,
thick
like,
legs,
knee
though.
highs.
I just
I
don't
think they would look fine on you, Dennis. I think that,
You have a
those a
problem,
little
yeah.
bit higher are actually good for you. Crew cut would be too. Those would be too.
The
Too
yeah, I
mistake
look like a
that
soccer player.
Or
Those
calf height.
Dennis, I
whatever.
agree. You have big calves, so you have a problem here. I do think you would be best looking with the no shows or the crews, but the key with the crew sock is you have to push them down a little bit. A lot of people make the mistake of pulling them up as tight as they can, and it like compresses all the meat in their legs to like it's terrible.
Yeah. So wait, I'm gonna try these ones that are right below that, in between what I have now and the crew, is what I need.
I think
Is that
that
what you're
those would
saying?
potentially look good on big calves too. But and it's kind of the same style like Kevin's saying is like if you go crew and you shrink them down a little bit. Or these ones are you don't pull them as tight as possible, but you could have no wrinkle in it.
Yeah. I have the type of calves that would be perfect for a tattoo. You ever see people with calf tattoos?
I don't know about that. I think you have too big of a canvas.
No, I know.
that it would
I mean,
be...
by perfect, I mean it looks horrible, but that's how most of the
Okay.
people in Cleveland have them. Anyone with a calf tattoo does not have little calves. They have these big honkers.
I think about that a lot because I have a lot of arm tattoos, and I don't know how to start on the legs. Like I have to start to branch out to the legs.
I think thigh is okay.
But
And
even
I
then,
know Owen has a thigh tattoo, so but anything below thigh, like ankle, calf, I don't know, for a man.
I think they're fine. But I think that the high above the knee is just what every single person has been doing for the last like 3 years. That's like the most popular spot for anyone to get tattoos now.
Yeah.
And then everyone wears the 6-inch or 7-inch inseam shorts to show off their thigh tattoos.
Yeah. No,
but I don't think it looks bad at all.
My kid got
a tattoo,
permanent marker, and he drew a tattoo like I have on his arm.
Oh, how'd that look?
And then one like that Lisa has.
The Murray one?
He wanted tattoos. Yeah, he drew an M.
Does he remember Murray?
They say they do, but I don't think they do. I get fucking confused sometimes because the labs are just very similar. You think your dog has some great personality, but it's just like, oh, that's just how all these dogs are. They're so similar.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But also true. And let's hear about dressing kids poorly.
We already kind of discussed this, but it drives me nuts around
You have
here.
to describe that picture you sent us.
I will. So Seattle has this thing, and I think it's just a Pacific Northwest where there is just weird parents that dress their kids in really bright, like pastel sweatpants, t-shirts, and socks, and then like goofy shoes, and all of the colors. There's like 4 or 5 different color combinations. So like a pastel blue with a bright yellow, or like not really even bright yellow, just like pastel yellow shirt, weird shoes, and their kids just look pathetic.
How old was that kid, you think?
So that's the problem. So they do it when they're really young, which looks ridiculous. But then these kids were like 10, 12, and you could tell that they're not dressing themselves. Their parents are putting them in it, and it looks insane. And I cannot, it like makes me want to I don't know. I feel like I need to yell at these kids because I can't handle it. I'm like, why are you dressed like that? Where's your parents and why did they put you in those awful clothes?
I thought you were, when you sent that, I thought it was more about how tight the kids' pants were.
That's also part of it, but you look at oh my God, I'm looking at the picture right now. It's insane. And they were twins and they both had different color combinations. They were wearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 different colors, which is an insane amount. And they no brands, just all blank canvas.
Yeah.
And there is like a quarter of the population of parents here in Seattle that dress their kids like this.
Do you truly believe that 25% of the kids are dressed like this?
Dude, maybe not 25. That's too much. A good chunk, though. Probably, let's say, an eighth.
Because I believe you, because I have stated that the Pacific Northwest is weird and that there are people that do weird things like this. And after seeing that picture, I can't put my finger on why it's so weird, but it is. It's just this kid who's dressed like a girl.
Owen, when you sent that to me, in my head, I'm like, there's so many times I've dressed the boys and not even thought about it because I'm just like, just fucking get clothes on. And then Lisa will make me change them. And she's like, what are they wearing? Like, it looks ridiculous. And I'm like, didn't even think about it. So then I'm like, maybe it was some dad who just like pulled out 2 pieces of clothing that
no, these kids, they wear it
it's a choice.
The shoe, if you look at the shoes too, they're the shoes they wear every day. And those ones were ridiculous too. So I think they wear these day in, day out. And I feel like they should be getting bullied for it almost at school.
Maybe that's the problem. They're
too soft here. No one's getting bullied anymore.
Have your kids ever mentioned these kids, like what they wear?
No. So that's the thing. That's like no one really recognizes that specific
Are you trying to like
thing.
slowly bring it up? You're like, hey, what did you think of so-and-so's shirt?
I think that's
Buddy's very specific on clothes and what he likes and dislikes, and he's got good taste. Jack has decent taste, but we had to like force him to wear specific clothes.
I think you have a point, Owen. I think it's because of the anti-bullying, because I recall vividly when I was a child around that age, my parents got me like this cool Casper sweatsuit for like Casper the Ghost sweatsuit for my birthday. And I remember wearing it a couple times and somebody's like, dude, you always wear that Casper outfit.
Fuck.
And it fucked with my head. I remember like going home like so upset.
That's the worst.
That's making me anxious, man.
I know.
It definitely wasn't me because I loved Casper.
Yeah. I don't know who it was, but I remember like how much that impacted me as a child. Or one time I remember, I don't want to dox somebody, but one time when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, I realized I had the same book bag as a girl. And I was like so self-conscious the rest of the year. I'm like, am I using a girl's book bag?
No.
They just don't have enough fear in their heart.
Yeah,
enough anxiety.
I mean, you guys just made fun of me for my socks, so they need a
For
little
sure.
Well, we grew up in the school of hard knocks. We're millennials.
Yeah.
We're tough.
Kohl's, $10.
Have you bought any clothes recently, Dennis? I just bought a shirt today.
No, I've been getting rid of clothes. Like, I have too many clothes.
I
never get rid of them.
I find myself wearing the same rotation of t-shirts all summer long.
Dude, it's tough because every summer comes along. I'm like, dude, I need more t-shirts, but I hate buying clothes.
I do too. I just have a tough time committing to them.
It's funny, the shirts Kevin's wearing, I have, and the shirt I'm wearing, Kevin has.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have both of those shirts too.
Oh yeah, we all have. Wait, did we get a shirt this year?
Yeah, you get a shirt every year.
Oh, I didn't send my size.
I'd put it up. Quad X, right?
Yeah.
Joking.
I added
put it for
me
medium for Kevin and you.
The shirt I bought today was on my radar for the longest time. I finally pulled the trigger. It's the shirt
Trump 2020.
No, it's
no vintage Trump 2016.
No, it's even stupider than that. It's the shirt that John Travolta wears in Pulp Fiction after they murder the guy. The UC Banana Slug shirt. And
I don't like that.
I love that shirt.
That's like a shirt you'd buy at Target.
Pull up the shirt.
I've always loved the shirt. I can't. My internet's not working well enough right now. but it's
Okay.
like I always just
What
love
do you
the
mean
shirt.
you're fucking streaming and live video and audio?
I know.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure last
Oh, my internet's not working, Bob.
and I'm pretty sure
Streaming
last
over
time
the
we
internet.
checked who's got the best internet, Kevin's was like 10x
Yeah.
what he actually needed.
Well, for whatever reason, it's not letting me open up another tab right now. So I'll pull it up on my
Close
phone.
some of the
okay?
porn tabs. You can close a few.
Yeah.
I cannot. I'll lose where I was at. I don't.
put it
I
on
have
the
them.
tab.
I have them
Put
on
it
my
on the
favorite
tab.
minute. Hang on, let me pull up this shirt. But I bought it from the official UC Santa Barbara store.
Oh, okay.
So is this
it's-
a Savannah Banana shirt?
No, it's
Kevin's
it's,
been
it's John
Okay, that's what I
Travolta
thought it was. Yeah, that's a great shirt.
It's just a
that's what I
cool
think.
shirt, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's nobody's gonna be like John Travolta shirt. It's just like a cool shirt that maybe one
Yeah.
person.
Someone's definitely going to say John
Yeah.
Travolta shirt. There's 0% chance someone doesn't.
I was at the driving range yesterday, and somebody's wearing a Goodwill Hunting shirt, and I wanted to shout him out. But it was a really cool shirt.
What's a good?
I still think that the TikTok would take off called Goodwill Hunting. And you go to Goodwill and you hunt for stuff that people
I
tell
bet
you
that
need to find.
exists.
I'm sure that exists.
No, I started it back when I had to go get the football. Owen did Goodwill Hunting.
It would be tough for
But it'd be good for like
SEO.
to say, hey, tell me something that I need to go find at Goodwill.
Oh, I
I'll
like
go
that.
find it. I'll go hunting
Ooh,
for
I
it.
like that.
I'll get it and I'll sell it. And then I could sell it to that person or I could sign it.
Yeah, I like that kind of TikTok.
Cut-
Have you ever
cut
seen
this.
the? Have you ever
Someone's going to steal it with all of our listeners. This is going to be taken.
Have you ever seen the TikToks where someone claims they live in a parallel universe where like there's no people, and someone's
How
like,
did-
"Okay, go to Times Square and take a selfie of yourself there with no one there," and the person's like, "Look it, I'm here," and there's no one there, but they somehow edited it to be whatever. But then you're like, maybe that is true. But they're just posting on TikTok. They have internet.
Okay, my answer to your question is no. I have not seen these TikToks.
Oh, I was asking a question.
That is somehow his algorithm is so different than ours.
I don't even have it. I don't have TikTok. I don't have an algorithm.
I
just
know,
have
but isn't that
I
and
just
then-
use the Pick Freaks one. Are you using Pick Freaks or your personal one?
me?
Yeah.
I deleted it like a few weeks ago, but my
Can't even
personal
answer the question.
one, my personal one usually, because it goes from that to concrete guys spreading concrete,
That's a good TikTok. I like that.
and then like a police shooting.
All right, Dennis, let's talk really quickly about something else you're watching. Department Q on Netflix.
Yeah, Owen, have you watched it?
I tried watching it the other day, and there's just a
I
lot
fucking
of
hate when you say I tried watching something.
No, it's because there's a lot of dialogue. So I wasn't
Yeah,
in the
it's
right
a fuck-
mindset to do.
All we do is bully each other.
That is true, though. And that is probably one of the most common sayings that I say. I tried to watch
I
it.
tried. Too much dialogue.
No,
All
it's
right.
all it is all dialogue. I was like, "Where's the? I need something easier."
The
to
first
watch
scene
right
is
now.
a police.
That was
cam.
sick. I
Yeah,
was like,
you
this
like
is
that.
going to be awesome. And
Yeah.
then there's too much fucking dialogue.
Did you get to the
I'm
end of
sorry.
the episode though? With the
Nah,
twist?
I got about 45
Oh,
minutes.
you
in.
gotta get to the twist.
Dennis,
at the
I'm looking
end.
for a show. Sell me on this one.
It's in Scotland, which itself is just cool because it looks so depressing. I was thinking about Owen's pastel color thing and how they always say Seattle's rainy, not much sun. Maybe they're trying to brighten up everyone's day a little
That's
bit.
exactly what they're doing because people's houses out
Oh.
here, so people will like the neighbor two down has a bright yellow house.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Norwegian type deal. Where
Or
all those
Scotland
houses
where
are
you
bunch of
watch the
different
show
colors.
and it's like you never see the sun. It's always
That's-
gloomy.
Dennis,
There.
that's such a heartfelt thought on that. Like it's just
I
like
literally
just
said
wants to
that in
tear. Oh, well,
I said that in the text.
Dennis
you
said it
did?
better.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
Owen's just like fuck this person and their stupid clothes, and Dennis is just like, oh, look at that happy bright.
Yeah, that
sunny-
kid probably wakes up. He's like, "Mommy, I want to brighten someone's day today." And and Owen sees it and he's like, "I'm gonna take a fucking picture of this fucking this fucking 9-year-old wearing yellow and blue. This piece of shit. He should be wearing black sweatpants, dumbass."
It's true, and I also didn't.
It's really funny.
I take it back, Dennis. I didn't say that in the actual text, but that I was thinking about it. And I just was
Okay.
like, I don't know how to say it.
Okay. But Kevin, it's based in Scotland, which just I like these
Sold.
shows. Yeah, I like the guy is very like Matthew McConaughey esque. Well, very depressed, like detective guy.
Love that.
And yeah, they're solving a mystery.
I think I'll like it. I just need I need a different mindset to watch it.
What's the hook? What makes it different than any other of these shows?
What's the hook gonna be? See the fucking hook on it?
Shout out to Murphy Lee.
It has a cool opening. And
It's Murphy Lee is the
That would
opening.
be sick.
what is the hook? I would say
Kevin, I think it's going to be a good show. So I don't know how else to sell it.
it's
Where
definitely
Dennis
better
says-
than the last season of True Detective. So it's better than that. If you
Okay.
like that, then and it's in Scotland, so it's just cool to hang out there.
Megan watches everything. I'll have her give it a little test run for me.
Does she like? Oh, she likes true crime.
Yeah,
So,
she's
yeah,
like
she
my
might-
TV guinea pig.
Yeah.
Like so she'll tell me if I'll like it or not.
What are you
Oh,
watching, Kevin?
dude? This is so embarrassing. I have been watching Sex in the City.
Dude.
The newest season?
No, just the old ones. I love it. It's so embarrassing because it's just like perfect background noise. I feel like I'm in New York. I'm like these people having their stupid drama. Like it really doesn't matter. Like, oh no, this girl's dating a bisexual, or this girl's dating a bisexual guy. What's that gonna be like? And there's always a quick resolution at the end. It's really like it's nice because it's something new that I've never seen before, but also feels like it's something I've seen before.
Like a more mature Friends is how I feel like
yes,
it is.
exactly. And it's perfect background noise. It's like I'll sit on my computer, work on a clip or work on work, and it's perfect background. But I do need after I finished because I finished the show on Apple the Studio and another series. I need like a new good series to like lock into.
Yeah. I heard on the newest Sex in the City, the and so what is it called? And so it was.
Just like that.
And just like that. The one girl has sex with Rosie O'Donnell,
Which one?
the red-haired chick. Did you
They
know
show
this?
it? Is Rosie in the show, or is it?
Yeah,
like...
she's in. No, she printed out a picture and fucked a
No.
pillow.
No, I thought
Honestly,
it was like
not
no,
that
I've
crazy
been
of a
having,
plot for Sex in
I've
the
been
City
having,
based on what I've seen. That could totally be it. Somebody give me a quick show to watch. I need a show to watch.
I don't know.
I
rewatching
done.
it.
talked about one.
I'm not sold on that one. I'm done with The Last of Us.
I'm rewatching Friends from High School.
Friends from
I've
college.
never heard of that.
Or Friends from College.
That
yeah,
show
not
was
Friends from
awesome.
High
I
School.
can't believe
I've never heard of it. Is that a comedy?
It's on Netflix. Yeah, it's a comedy. With
Funny
Peele.
enough, yeah.
Is it with Peel or is that the other one?
Key and
Keegan-Michael
Dennis.
Key,
Did
right?
you watch all of the studio? Right.
I have like one episode left.
You know how they kept bringing in Nicholas Stoller, the director of the Kool-Aid Man movie?
Yeah.
It's one of his shows. So same like
Okay.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
It's
5-Year
good.
Engagement type
it's
show.
It's a really good show.
I love
think
that
you'd like
show.
it. Dennis, you have to see They Came Together before I lose my mind. I feel like that's like
I know. I need
that's
the right mindset.
number one
Okay.
movie that you need to watch.
And I need to watch The Brutalist. That movie's. I've been thinking about that.
Oh,
movie.
movie fucking rocks.
It
Yeah, I
does
need to
rock.
watch that.
Just the cigarette smoking. Okay, let's wrap this up because we always talk about coming together. Taylor Swift, allegedly pregnant. What do you guys think?
Who says
Yeah.
that?
No, it's in the newspaper here. I'll show you the.
She
show
was
you a
out.
picture.
She was out to dinner with Selena Gomez, and apparently she looked a little pregnant. And now everybody's
Is she
running with it.
married?
She is not.
Is my screen showing?
No.
Okay. Here's a picture of her.
I don't see it.
It's real too. So that's the picture
Yeah.
of her. This is another good one of her pregnant. There's just been a bunch of pictures of her pregnant, so it's all around the internet that she's having.
Wait, you have another one because we see the first one still.
So right now,
Oh.
what we're looking at is like an
Yeah.
AI image of
No.
Taylor.
There's this one too.
Okay.
All right, so that isn't the actual picture. The real picture was this one on the internet, which is
We-
oh wait,
I can't see it.
is this one on the internet, which
Oh, there's
is
a car.
Oh,
insane how dumb people are. It's
that
like,
is
obviously
so
she's not pregnant.
fucking
It's a
stupid.
freaking car.
It does look like for a second. It looked like her
hand.
hand was on her belly.
Yeah, but that was the picture that everyone thought that she was pregnant.
Right.
And
It does. It's a car. She's in New York. She's wearing a black dress, and there's a black car perfectly positioned right behind her. The hood looks like it literally looks like she's holding her pregnant belly, but it is clearly just an optical illusion. And God, the internet is so fucking stupid.
But
Did
then
you guys-
everyone's been talking about what baby name she would have, and if she's going to take Travis Kelce's last name, or if she's going to stay Taylor Swift, or say as
She's
Taylor
gonna
Swift
stay.
or Swift
She's
Kelsey.
gonna stay Taylor Swift.
I think that she doesn't.
Really? Did you hear that she just got a Owen?
Owen? Well, that's concerning.
I was gonna say, did you see that Taylor Swift got all her masters back?
I did see that. That doesn't really mean much to me.
Some people are crying. They're so happy. What happened there?
All right. Owen,
Hello, are you there? Oh, he doesn't hear us. He's shaking his head. He's looking back and forth, and he's gone. He's back. You're muted.
Dennis, what would you name Taylor and Travis's kid? Trailer?
That's good.
That is kind of sick.
Maybe like
Trailer Park. Like Park's a name.
Axton or Paxton. Some Mormon kid's name.
I don't think Owen's coming back. Should we end it? I'm gonna watch Department Q over the weekend, Dennis. I promise.
I don't know if it's
Maybe
give
me a couple more episodes before you turn me onto it.
Okay, I have fallen asleep both episodes, so
that's a good sign.
Yeah, fall asleep quick.
All right, I'm gonna.
All right,
I'm
anything
afraid
else
Owen.
to end on?
No, I'm so flustered with Owen right now.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard to edit an ending here. He's back again. Hello? Sometimes I imagine that he can hear me, but he's just not responding, and I get so mad. Like he's just sitting there, like
texting,
like fucking say something.
It's like your kids.
Who's he texting?
Owen, talk to us. We're on a podcast.
Owen, why are you so rude?
This is so rude.
He's fucking texting. Uber Eats probably.
Yeah.
Get me something tasty. Finance it.
That's how it works.